Good afternoon, Roseann Zaft here from Live Fit in Scottsdale, Arizona. I'm here on my Dash X bike from Lifepro to take you through our second of our series, our bike series, Sprints and Sculpt. So today's ride is going to be all about strengthening your heart. That's the most important muscle of your body. And we're going to be working a lot of shoulder work. We're not going to be doing much legs today, but join me next week, because next week I'm going to be working at what's called ascending pyramids, and we're going to do a lot of leg work off the bike as well. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you're doing great. Enjoy this beautiful day wherever you're at. It's gorgeous here in Scottsdale. Just got done taking my dog for a walk and ready to roll. So here's how it's going to play out. I'm going to take you through a warm-up. We're going to go into the heart of the ride. It's going to be a total of 25 minutes. Now, don't let that scare you, because you're going to take whatever you can with it. If you need to take pass on a couple intervals, all I want you to do is keep pedaling. The more you do the riding with me, the more you're on your Dash X, the more you add some strength and some resistance, you're going to get stronger, not only in your leg muscles, but your heart muscle, which again is the most important muscle of your body. Welcome, Shauna. Hey, glad. Gloomy here. Where are you at, girl? Oh my gosh, I'll send you some sunshine. So I'm going to take you into that 25-minute ride, but the 25-minute, the heart of this ride is going to be not only cycling, but we're going to do sculpting. So there'll be about, I think about 10 intervals of sprinting and sculpting. Then I'm going to take you down to a cool down. Oh, Madison, Wisconsin. I've been there. I used to work for Allen Bradley eons ago, and their headquarters is there. Now it's called Rockwell International, but this was in another lifetime. So after we go through our ride and we do our heart rate training and our sculpting, I'll cool you down. Then we're going to do some stretches. We're going to definitely stretch the upper body, because we'll have worked that rather hard. And we'll stretch our lower body, the primary muscle leg movers, the quads, the hamstrings, the glutes, and the calves. So if you are new to this experience, again, just know that you are a beginner just once. The more you ride, the more comfortable you'll get. Now, I'm on, again, the Dash X from Lifepro. If you're not familiar with this bike, I strongly suggest you check this out. It's an affordable product. It's portable as all get out. I can literally put it, collapse it and put it in the corner and uncollapse it and set it up. I love this bike because it has different adjustments. Right now, I'm on more of an upright. I like this for my back. I've been having a few back issues because I'm old and I've got an old spine. But you can make it more recumbent if that's better for you. So do what feels good and mix it up. Sometimes it's good to get out of your comfort zone, but right now I'm really liking this. Now we've got a water bottle holder, so make sure you have water. I'm going to open up, take a sip, and throw my lid away. Now I've got, by the way, someone asked last week, and I want to just talk about this before I start. There is, in the back here, there is a way to adjust the resistance. I'm going to take off the foot strap because we're not using the ankle strap today. We won't be using any of that else, so I'm going to take that off. I think I'm going to take it off. There we go. Come on. So you can pull on these two bands, and then there's a pop pin. I like to keep mine in the middle, and that's going to adjust for my resistance on my handles. And I've got both handles on because we're going to be using them during the ride. So have a seat. Make sure your seat height is the proper height for you. And I talked about this last week. When I put my feet into the pedals, and I like using the safety straps, when I extend my leg fully, can you see I still have a bend? I'm not hyper extending. I'm forcing this hyper extension. You do not want that. You want to bend. Now, also, I'm wearing black shoes, so hopefully you'll see this. A lot of people tend to toe down when they bike. I don't know, it just kind of becomes the habit. I want you to heel down. So when you're making your pedal stroke, I want you to feel like you've got gum on the bottom of your shoe, and you're dragging, you're trying to get that gum off your shoe. So You're coming up and over. You're gonna toe up, heel back and down, and then pull up. So there's your hamstring. You work your quad, your glutes, your hamstring, and that. So the flex cycle. You know what? I think you can do this with the flex cycle because it's a pedaling motion, right? So it's the same principles will apply. So absolutely, definitely, because we're going to be cycling. And then I believe with your flex cycle, you have resistance bands you can add to that, right? You can take your band and put it around the handle, and you can take your band. So absolutely, Shauna, join me with this. Okay, I know I've talked long enough, so let's begin the ride. Start, everybody. I want you, yeah, thumbs up. Okay, I want everyone to clear their deck. So I'm pushing down on the center console. So there's a 0, I'm zeroing out, okay? And we're gonna start with just warming up our body while we start pedaling, okay? I'm also gonna put my heart rate monitor on because I wanna see what happens if my heart rate monitor, you know, I love these sensors here, but I always like to see how they coordinate. So while you're pedaling and you're practicing your pedal stroke, again, I'm using my hands to show you, you're toeing up and you're rolling back, okay? You wanna feel the 4 phases of a pedal stroke. The knee coming up and over, meaning up and over. You're dragging back and around. So there's like, if you think about a clock, right? 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock, 3 to 6, 6 to 9, and 9 to 12, okay? So let's roll our shoulders. Your palms are facing up. We're gonna roll those shoulders. Now, take a big inhale and exhale, reach your fingers down. Inhale, slide the shoulders up and down. We'll do that one more time. Now you're gonna reach your hands up, interlace your fingers, press up, and glide those hands down. Turn the palms, reach up, interlace the fingers, palms press up, and reach down. One more. You inhale and exhale. Take another inhale, lift the chest, exhale down. Take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. You're pressing your palms. I want to see you press your palms together and push your knuckles down. Now your collarbones are lifted. You're pulling your chin in. I am all about posture, whether you're on a bike, a platform, on your cycle flex. You want to think about where your head is in relationship to the rest of your body. So take your ear to your right shoulder. Pull your chin in, feel that stretch on the opposite neck, side of your neck. Come back to center, inhale. You're gonna push down again. The collarbones are lifting, your chin's in, and drop your ear to the left shoulder. Pull your chin in. Come back to center, reach forward. One hand over the other, interlace, tuck your chin, push your fingertips forward, pull your belly back, and separate your shoulder blades. Shake your head no, shake it yes. And then when you release your hands, you're gonna open wide, like you're on the front of the Titanic. Take an inhale. Now let's do one more time. Cross the other hand over, interlace, push forward, drop your head, shake it no, shake it yes. This time, reach your hands up, your head up, and you're gonna bend side to side. We want to stretch these intercostal muscles that help us to breathe wider through the rib cage. More diaphragmatic breathing. I want you to avoid the chest breathing because you will be huffing and puffing a little bit. So you put your hands on your ribs and inhale, expand those ribs and exhale. Do that again. Inhale. See my hands separate, then exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. And shake everything out. So we just kind of loosen things up in our neck and shoulders. So let's take a big breath in. And on the exhale, we're bringing our hands onto the handle, onto the pedals. Now I've got the resistance at 0. And look down at your speed. I want you to go somewhere in terms of revolutions per minute. That's the SPD on your console. I'd like you to see about somewhere between 85 to 100. Now, in the cycling world, indoor cycling world, 80 to 90 is considered a flat road. Okay, 95, 100, you know, we're kind of going downhill. 100 to 120. Now that's fast. We're going downhill, okay? So right now we're on a flat road. We're about 80 to 90, okay? Somewhere around there. And get a rhythm going. Relax your shoulders. You should feel pretty good. My hips are now wobbling, okay? My shoulders are relaxed, okay? But my hips are solid. Okay, I'm pulling my thigh bones in. Okay, let's go ahead now. We've got about 30 more seconds, and we're going to go on our first sprint. Now, I didn't talk about what sprints are. Sprints are going to a leg speed right now. We're increasing to about 90. I'm going to ask you to add on some resistance. Now, challenge yourself, because for 20 seconds, you are going to pedal like crazy. And then we're going to dial down to the level 1 or 2 or 3, okay? So let's go in 15 seconds. That way you increase your speed, okay? Increase your RPMs, 90 to 100. Okay, so you want to think quick thoughts. Think about it, all right? Now in 5 seconds, we're going to dial to the right. So put your hand on the dial and let's turn it. I'm going to take it about to 6 or 7. Now 20 seconds, guys. Push, push, push. Okay, as hard and fast as you can go. Okay, you've got 5 more seconds here. Okay, give me about 3, 2, 1, and dial it back. Now, you've got 40 seconds to relax and recover, all right? Then we're going to go into our first arm interval. So not too bad, right? For 20 seconds, you can do anything intensely. But now we want the heart rate to come down. Notice your heart rate. It might have jumped up quite a few beats, maybe 10 beats, maybe more. Okay, here we go. Big breath in, big breath out. In 15 seconds, our first arm exercise. So remember your pedal stroke. Heel back, toes up. Now, reorganize your posture. Grab onto your handles. My thumbs are up. Elbows locked in. Lock them into your side. And we're going to go external rotation. We're going to do this for about a minute or so. Okay, about a minute or so. So you can go slow. You don't have to do quick ones. I want every rep to count. Now, we're about 30 seconds into that, almost. If you start feeling a burn down your arm, that's not painful, it's just like fatiguing, take a break. I want you to feel, that's key, feel your shoulder blades pulling together and down your back while you tighten your stomach muscles as you exhale. Rotator cuff, external rotation, super important for all our other moves. And you've got 5 seconds. I hope you're burning because I can feel it too. Well, I don't hope you're burning, but you probably are. And shake it out. Okay, so now go on to level at least 1. Okay, at least a 1 level. Okay, where am I? Yep. Okay, at least a 1. You hear that little click. Now, for 20 seconds, we're just going to get our groove. Get your pedal stroke up. I'm looking for 90 to 100. So quick, quick, quick. Knees up, toes up, shoulders down, chin in. All right, so now guys, get ready. You're going to add to the right. Take it up all the way if you can, but try to keep that speed in 3 and 2. And let's go. You've got a 20-second push. Drop your heels. Focus on the breath. It's only 10 more seconds. It's not that bad. You can do anything for 10 seconds. I just noticed I'm really holding the grip hard. Relax your fingers. 3, 2, 1. Dial it down. Flush it out. Let everything flush. Shake it out. Woo, okay. So we're going to bring the heart rate down. Move your hands there. Let's see what the heart rate did. You might jump. You might see the spike, right? I just went up about 8 beats. Okay, so as we're coming down, in 10 more seconds, we're going to do our next movement, upright rows for 1 minute. Okay, so grab on. Thumbs are pointing together toward each other. You're going to pull and reach straight. Exhale. So there'll be no resistance that you pull. Now, I'm not pulling back, okay? I'm just pulling up and dropping my shoulders. If your elbows go back, you're in your neck. I want to work the back of the shoulder. Super important. Exhale. Inhale. Pause for a second. And again, feel right between the shoulder blades. And feel your abdominals tightening. The legs are moving. And we're halfway through this. We've actually got 20 more seconds. Exhale. My elbows come up almost a little bit higher than my shoulders. See that? Just a little higher, but my shoulder blades drop down. That's the hard part for most people. 5 seconds. Excellent, guys. And relax. Shake it out. Interval number 3. Okay, so dial in. We took everything off. Give me about one more gear. So you're on 2 or 3. Maybe more because you're warmed up. Okay. Now, in about 10 seconds, I want you to crank it up. We're talking about a sprint for 20 seconds. So your leg speed now should be 90 to 100. Ready? Let's put your hand on the knob and turn, turn, turn. I'm at max. You saw how my legs slow down? Okay. I'm wiggling my fingers so I don't white knuckle this. My palms are on my sensors. Guys, you only have 5 seconds, so push, push, push. And release. Whew. My heart rate went up quite a bit on that one. Shake everything out. Dang, my heart rate is up to 125 on that. So I jumped quite a few beats, but I had it on that number 8. So how you feeling? Okay, let's sip some water. It's been a while. You've been on the bike about 11 minutes. Make sure you hydrate. Oh, okay. Now, in 20 seconds, we're going to do our band work again. So my leg speed, I'm on 2 for my resistance. My leg speed is casual. I'm just making my pedals move at about 80. We're going to go into a rear fly. So my thumbs are up, slight elbow bend, and we're going to pull wide and forward. Exhale. Shoulders drop out. Now I like to release my trigger finger. My trigger finger is, let's see, this is my trigger finger. I don't hold tight with that. I have my thumb and my trigger finger out. So I'm making my little finger, my ring finger, and my middle finger hold on. I don't have such a white knuckle grip. And I'm calling on my arm bones to move rather than squeezing with my hands. How's that going for you? Okay. Again, right between the shoulder blades and the back of the arms. Exhale. We are at the halfway mark. You might fatigue out, so if you can't go that far, just pull out to this end range and back in. It doesn't have to be all the way, guys, for this to be effective. But if you have the strength, open up. Try not to lean back. Okay? We've got 10 seconds. Okay, you can do anything I just said for 10 seconds. You're going to hear me say that a lot. Don't throw water at the screen. 3 seconds. 2 and 1. Excellent. Shake it out. Okay, hands on the handlebars. Your leg speed, we're going to take up to 100. So come on, guys. We're now in our 5th interval. Okay, we're halfway there. That's good news, isn't it? Okay, breathe, breathe, breathe. In 10 seconds, you're going to crank it. You know the score. Pull your chin in so you're not bringing your head forward. Shoulders down, hinging forward. Let's go. Turn that knob. Push. Now, again, relax your fingers. Drop your heels. I'm leaning into it. My hips are back. Big breaths. Can you hear me breathing? Push out the stale air. 5 seconds. That's it. 3, 2, and let's go. Turn it, dial it down. Relax. Awesome. Can you feel the blood kind of pushing through your legs? If you do, you know you've done it successfully. There should be a surge of blood Wow, my heart rate's jumping up. If there's a little delay reaction when you do this stuff, heart rate's jumping up again. Okay, ready for our next interval, bicep curls. So what I'm going to have you do is you're going to grab your bands. You're going to turn your hands so palms are out, thumbs are back. Now my elbows are into my sides. I'm going to take it out to the side and then forward. The hands merge to center, and then it's like a hitchhiker move. Okay, I want you to keep your elbows glued to your ribs. Exhale. Now once again, look at my hands. I'm not holding on for dear life. I can move all my fingers. The handles are in the heel of my hands. When you pull, when you curl at the elbow joint, you can feel your shoulder blades down. You can feel your back muscles working, and you're bending completely and releasing. I love resistance training for this reason, because you feel not only the concentric move, but the eccentric move. You're working that muscle. This is great for joint health, because there's no strain on your joints. Okay, you've only got about 5 seconds to go. Breathe. Excellent. Okay, release, shake it out. Let's grab a sip of water, okay? It's been about 5 minutes, just about. I want to keep you hydrated. Okay, so we're dialed into 2 or 3. You want to increase your speed, okay? Now, easily 100 at this point. You should be able to move rather quickly. 100, maybe 110, you're going down the hill. And we're finding that big breath in, blow all the air out. Now, in 15 seconds, we are into our 7th interval. See how fast this goes? It's kind of cool, isn't it? Put your hand on the dial, get ready to turn in 3. Now, I mean crank it, 2 and 1, push, okay? Increase that speed, look where you're at. Try to get, this is very challenging for me. I'm at 80 right now. I'm full resistance, just to give you an idea. Yeah, this bike is really quiet, okay? I'm not, I'm huffing and puffing. Okay, guys, 5, 4, 3, it's a solid bike, solid ride, 2, and dial it back. Woo. Okay, you can feel it. Can you feel those quads, hamstrings? Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Ooh, let's put our hands back. I love to see what happens with the heart rate. My heart rate's jumping up here. Okay, now, our next interval is going to be a shoulder press. Now, be very careful here. A lot of people, I find, do shoulder presses incorrectly. Most people take it all the way up and down, and they're using their trap. Your elbow is below by your ribs. You take it up just above, maybe ear height. So that's your deltoid. You go up further, you're going to start using your trap. We are not football players. Well, maybe you are, but I'm not. Don't look like one. Okay, so what I do, bicep curl, and watch what I did. I turn, my elbows are coming forward because the bands are there. I'm going to push up and down. Now, you might want to go back here, but I want you to keep head over shoulders, shoulders over hips, drop your heels down, and again, look where my elbows go, only about as high as my ears and back down. So someone just made a comment. This bike, honestly, is super smooth. It's super quiet, and it only weighs like 26 pounds. So it's easy to move around. There's wheels in the front. So you put it together, you collapse it, tilt it, and roll it. A little hard to roll in carpeting, but a regular floor, but you can drag it. It's not because it's not heavy. Okay, I'm talking away, but how about those shoulders? Huh. Yeah, we've got 15 seconds. Press up and down, full range. My range is this, okay? See, my hands are too short to do what's doing that. So, you lift your whole, oh gosh, pretty done. So you might want to hold one band, end of the band at your thigh, and just do a shoulder press with one arm for half of the interval and then the other. Try that. Or you sit on the band, okay, on your seat, and then take it underneath you. That way, your butt anchors it. So try that one, Shannon. Okay, so while I talked, we came down. Now, we've got about 8 seconds, guys. We're in interval number, what did I say? 8, 9, I don't know, I lost count. Okay, let's do it. Ready? 100 leg speed. Are you there? Yes, yes, yes. Crank it. You've got 20 strong seconds. Back long, chin in, shoulders down. Push through those pedals. Okay, 10 seconds. Come on. All you got here, guys. Push it. Let's see where you can get your speed. Check that number out. Are you at 80, 85? And release. I just thought about that, Shannon. Yeah, your band's not long enough for what we just did. Sorry. Sorry, girl. But we've got other solutions. Heart rate coming down. Give yourself another 8 seconds or so. Oh, I love to sigh. Relaxes my body. Okay, now we're going to do a bicep curl with a front raise. So let me explain that one. You're here. There's your bicep curl, and we're going to lift. So I come down and lift. I'm working the medial deltoid. Okay, elbows down and up. Now watch you don't lean back on it. Keep your pelvis stacked. So just like the shoulder press, I'm only going as high as my shoulder. Once again, Shannon, sit on your band, and then you won't lose your cycle, okay? Exhale. Halfway there, guys. Just look at my fingers. I'm not white knuckling this. I'm pushing up. I'm dropping the shoulders down. This is great core work, by the way. 10 seconds. Feel that little bit of burn in your shoulders? That's awesome. That means we're working our muscles here. We're pushing out lactic acid at the same time. Last one. Shake it out. Okay, guys. We've got 2 more intervals. Okay? So let's go leg speed or cycle speed. Let me try that one time. Gear 2 or 3. Okay? Relax your shoulders. Let's find your pace. Your pace is 100. Keep it quick. If you can be 110 now, 120, go for it. But pay attention. Toes up. We're not toeing down. I want those toes up. Relaxing the shoulders. Ready for this, guys? 3, 2, let's crank it and push. Again, shoulders are relaxed. Wiggle your fingers. Drive through the ball of the foot on the pedal. You've got 10 seconds to go. Come on, give me a little boost, a little power surge. 3, 2, and 1. Turn it. Relax. Shake everything out. Keep your hands out. See what happens with the heart rate. It will definitely spike up. Big breath in. Big breath out. I talked last week about where your heart rate should be. Look into your, whoa, yeah. Looking at your guide that you got in your manual to find out the appropriate heart rate range for you. Ooh, I'm at 120. See, my heart rate spiked up at the very end here. And it'll come back down. Now it's down. It's coming down to 118, 115. Okay, shake it out. Okay, so we're going to work a little bit of lat pull down or pull down. So with this one, you're going to have to pull back, okay? So my thumbs are down. I'm pulling. I say pull down, but we're pulling back. Reach forward, arms stay straight, pull. Okay, now that band is going to hit your thighs, but don't worry about it. Pull. Now I'm working my tricep because I'm pushing back. Shoulder, this is considered shoulder flexion. This is extension, flexion, okay? So we're flexing at the shoulder joints. You're tightening your belly. We're working again, back of the shoulders, back of the arms. All my arm muscles are isometric contracting, but I'm not gripping tight. Okay, it's a little different, I know. I want you to keep your arms straight for this one because the last one we're going to do is pretty darn intense. I call it the I surrender move. I probably should do it in the beginning and the end. Okay, well, how's our time? We've got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, relax. Okay, guys, we have one more interval. Are you ready for this? I am. Okay, so legs, bike gear up to about 2 or 3, because I want you to give me some speed. Quick. Engage those core muscles. How do you know you have your core engaged? If you take your hands behind your back or tuck them under your chin and lean forward, you're going to feel the belly muscles. I don't want you rounding. I want you to lift up. Okay, good. Okay, last one. Let's make this one count, okay? Hands here. Take a breath. We're going to go in 4, 3. Come on. We're going to crank this one up, girl. Come on, guys. Let's go. Push. The hardest you can go, but watch your grip. Watch your jaw. Okay. Watch your eyebrows. Don't use those muscles. Here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and you are done. Unwind that dial. Relax. Nicely done, guys. We've got one more arm exercise. So I want your legs to keep going. We still have a cool down to do, okay, for our body, but I want to do one more arm exercise. So do me a favor. On this last interval for the shoulders, put a medium gear on. I want you to work through the pedals. So on this dash, it's 8 gears. I'm going to be on 4 right there. There's some work, okay? Now, here's what this looks like without a band. You go to an upright row, and this arm bone flips, elbow in front of the shoulder. I derotate and I reach down. Now, again, Shannon, you could do it with one arm at a time or both. Up, and I surrender, okay? Someone used to call this the flash me move. Like if you had a raincoat and you're opening up the raincoat, it's kind of silly, I know. All the way down, elbows up, shoulders down, and open up. Big rotator cuff move here. These muscles in your shoulder joint are called rotator cuff muscles because they are meant for you to rotate your arm bone, okay? There are 5 of them. I won't give you an anatomy quiz on it, but I want you to feel the arm bone turning, knuckles to the sky. And I do have to grip on this one. I don't want to lose my handlebars or my handles. Shoulders down. This is a strong move. And back. Make sure, if you're feeling in your neck, you have to be very conscious of bringing the blades down when the knuckles go up. Okay, hang in with me, guys. Not much longer. Elbows up, shoulders down, knuckles to the sky. I surrender. Or goalposts. Continuing Super Bowl Sunday. What team are you rooting for? I don't even know who's playing. Sorry, I'm not that kind. I'm not a big jock when it comes to sports like that. I'm gonna admit it. Okay, but I do like the commercials. Okay, last one, guys. Elbows up. Okay. And release. Roll those shoulders out. Okay. Let's take, our gear's at halfway. So whatever you've got on your bike, it's half the gear. And let's just kind of breathe through this. I want you to focus on your full pedal stroke. Close your eyes and visualize your heels pulling back toward your butt. I'm not worried about speed. Okay, feel each heel dragging back. Now I want you to think about your thigh bones coming up and your knees moving forward. So thigh bones up and knees come up and over the pedal. So your quads for a split second kick in. Now, once you come up, get those heels to drag back. Okay, when you feel that complete circle you're making with your ankle, your foot, your knee, your thigh. And let's concentrate on our breath now. Take an inhale for 5 counts. 1x, 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x. Hold it for a moment and exhale out. 1x, 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x. Do that again. I won't count, but that's how slow I want you to count. Maybe you can inhale longer and maybe match that exhale with the inhale count. And let's hang out for 30 more seconds, everybody. A slow breath in through your nose. Feel your rib cage expanding left to right. And as you exhale, relax the jaw, pull the belly in, and the shoulders are relaxed. Open up your eyes, blink them open if they were closed. And we're going to stop our legs. Excellent. Okay, so we've got about 10 more minutes. This is a full 40-minute ride. We did 30 minutes on the bike. Hopefully your tush isn't sore because this seat is super comfortable, by the way. So come on off. You're going to come off the bike, and we're just going to hold on to the bike and just shake out your legs. Literally turn your thigh bone. Okay? Now, what I want you to do is stand on one leg, and you're going to take that leg and circle it around. So forward, back, and around. I'm trying to keep my hips still. You know, I did a pedal stroke that was forward and around. Now we're like stirring a pot with our knee. Reverse the circle. Okay, back and around. You do about 3 to 5 of these. Excellent. Okay, now holding onto the bike, the leg closest to the bike forward, step back. Okay, now I want you to keep that back heel down planted, bend that front knee and reach up. Take your hand behind your head, roll that back heel up and down for 3. Roll and push down 2 and 1. I want you to feel the butt muscle tighten, the ankle stretch. Okay, you're holding on, you have to worry about balance. This is not a balance class, but feel that stretch in the front of the thigh. Now, take the leg closest to the bike back, the other leg forward, and you're going to hinge at your hips. Inside knee bent, straight leg. I'm going to step back so you can make sure you see this. Okay? You're going to point and pull the toes up. As you do this, feel the thigh bone pulling back, and you're stretching that hamstring. Hold here, lean into it. Get a nice big stretch in your hamstring. For 3, 2, and 1. Now, a figure 4 stretch is challenging for many of us. So you're going to hold on. Inside legs support, you're going to cross over. There's that figure 4. Okay, can you see it? Might be backwards. From here, hold on. Don't pull your bike over because it's not that heavy. You're going to push your butt back. So I'm pressing down. I'm going to sit back, and then I come up. Inhale. Belly back. Exhale. Feeling that stretch into the glute and the posterior extensors. The next time we're going to hold it back. Now pull the chin in, pull your shoulders down, pull your belly in, and keep a nice bend in your standing leg. Excellent. And release. Shake that leg out. So I'm going to turn my bike the other way. See how easy it is to turn? Just turn it so you can see the other side of my stretch. Okay. So I'm going to put my hand on the seat. I'm going to make a circle. So it looks like this: forward, back, and around. I want that knee to come behind, okay, behind my standing leg. We're making it kneecap circles. Now reverse it, okay? Right, circumduction in your joints. It's a big word. Boy, I'm kind of sweaty. How about you guys? We burned some calories here. And that heart muscle is going to thank you for it. Okay, now I'm going to hold on. My inside foot is forward, right by the foot of the bike. And I'm going to take a long step back. Watch on this, guys. People tend to turn their heel in. Okay, I want to make sure you're very square. That back heel is not out, it's not in, it's parallel. Okay, so check that. Look at your toes. You should have a nice line. Okay, reach up, hand goes behind the head. You're going to roll on the toes into the heel. Feel this butt muscle tighten. It'll open up your hip flexor. I didn't do quads yet. I'll save that. We're going to do that one. Now, this is the ankle. and calf. Hold it there, bend into the front knee. You can lean into it a little bit more. The whole idea is to stretch the back of the ankle and feel the tailbone drop and the stretch into the hip flexor. Okay, now the inside leg steps back, outside leg forward, my toes up. Again, I want to make sure you see this, okay? I'm going to hinge from my hips. If you're comfortable not holding onto the bike, you can put your hands on your thighs. Tap and pull. Tap and pull. Well, you're supporting the weight of your torso. I told you I have a little back issue right now, so it feels good to support my weight. But I'm really leaning back and I'm getting a nice stretch from the back of the knee joint up into where the hamstring originates. And pull the chin in and breathe. Oh, that's good. Hey, come on up. Now, you can hold on to the bike, okay? Here's our figure 4. We cross the ankle over the top of the knee joint, not on the knee, okay? So cross it over, and you're gonna sit back, okay? The tailbone goes back, you hinge from the hips, you're holding onto the bike for support, and then back. Isn't that a great stretch? And exhale. The next time you hold it back, okay, hold on to your bike so you can get a nice juicy stretch. Bending that standing knee as much as you can. Pull the hips back, pull the belly back. Oh, yummy, yummy. Great. Okay, so quad stretch is our last stretch. Here's some options. You're going to take your shoelaces and put them on the center of the bike. I'm holding on and I'm pushing my hips forward. I'm pressing my shoelaces down and you're going to feel that stretch up the leg. It shouldn't be intense, okay, but you want to feel sensations. There shouldn't be an owie. Now, this is for someone who cannot grab their ankle. Eventually you will. I see this a lot. I'm going to hold on to the wall. I see people doing this kind of stuff. Okay, I've shortened here. What I need to do is I'm going to keep my knee up. I'm going to grab my ankle or shoelaces, and I'll bring my knee straight down. So now there's the standing quad stretch. My knees are in line with each other. You can see knees are side by side. And I haven't shortened the side of my body. Holding on to the wall. Oh. And pushing the tailbone down. Great quad stretch. You worked your quads quite a bit today. And switch. So again, option 1, I'm going to show you from behind. Okay, I'm going to put my foot inside and I'm going to push my pelvis forward. That's for someone in their beginning stages of stretching the quad. Otherwise, the safest way to grab is your knee is up, you bring the heel in, okay, and then you drop the knee down. And you adjust, roll the shoulder back. You don't want to be over here, okay, you want to roll back. And you're pushing the pelvis forward while you pull the belly in. Lengthen the head to the sky, the knee to the floor. And you should have a delicious quad stretch. Okay, guys, we are almost done, okay? So we've got about a minute and a half here. So what I'd like you to do is we're going to stretch shoulders. Soft knees, we're going to cross over like you're giving yourself a big hug. And you're going to lift and lower those elbows, okay? The bottom elbow's doing all the work. And then rotate left and right. Just the shoulders, the pelvis is still. And then release and cross over other elbow, okay? Bottom elbow is lifting up, top elbow down. So we're going to feel that little bit of stretch in all those muscles of the deltoids. That's your shoulder. And all your rotator cuff muscles we worked. And then we're going to rotate left and right. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to take the hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. I really want your hands to try to press together. Okay, you're pushing into your back. Okay, and then you're going to pull those elbows back a few times and then reach straight down and back. So you press down, okay, reach it down, pull your belly in, and then if it's available for you, bring your arms back. Now watch your head doesn't come forward. Keep your head back. You're opening up the front of the shoulder joint here. That should feel, again, you should feel sensations, not pain, okay? But I'm reaching down and away. And shake it out. We're going to do finally a roll down. So watch me first, because it's very important what I want you to see my shoulders. I'm bending my knees, I'm rolling down, And I'm gonna let my arms just swing, okay? I'm just gonna, like I'm stirring a pot with both arms. Stirring the pot, okay? And then I roll up. So come down with me. Hands on your thighs, bend your knees, drop your head. Shake it no, shake it yes. Keep the knees bent and make arm circles like your hands are two big spoons. Circle together, in and out and around, and reverse it. Just let all that synovial fluid in the shoulder joint permeate through the joints. Hands on the thighs, tuck your chin. Slowly roll up, bone by bone. You're going to take your hands behind your head. Okay, I'm going to show you from, make sure you can see me from the side here. Elbows in, tuck your chin to your chest, lift your toes, exhale. Now, elbows come up to the sky. I'm supporting my head, bending my knees to push my pelvis forward and open up those elbows, eyeballs to the sky, head supported. Then bring your head back, stack your shoulders. Let's bend to one side, reach one arm down, get that big stretch all the way down. Take your hand back, take another breath in. Shoulders relax, let's bend to the other side. Now, as this elbow's up, I'm pushing down in my leg and I'm lengthening my side body. Oh, that feels great. Come on back. And then release your hands down to the ground. And you, my friends, are done. Please make sure you continue to hydrate. Okay, sip away. I want you to finish this bottle of water. I'm going to finish it before I leave my room. If you have any questions about anything that you saw today, if something didn't feel right, you can message me on the social media that you're watching. I would be happy to answer your questions on anything. I hope you enjoyed this ride. I hope you felt it was helpful for you. My Apple Watch just said I burned 230 calories. So that's not a bad little stint to do for literally only about 25 minutes of aerobics, not even 25 because we did sculpting in between. So that's really, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm glad you enjoyed the workout, Shanna. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the Lifepro family. I'm glad you're part of it. I'm so grateful to be part of it too. I'm going to look forward to seeing you guys. Yeah, I am being spammed. I know it happens. You know, people have nothing better to do but spam, but oh well. I'll see you guys next Wednesday. We're going to be doing ascending pyramids. This is a recorded video. I hope you see it to the end. Cheers. Have a beautiful and blessed today. Thank you so much again. Bye for now. Roseann, Zaf, Live Fit, and Lifepro with my Dash. Have a great day.